this is Tina with Living Life's Little Blessings, and welcome to the KCC Crazy Crafting Crew blog hop. You can click right on top of this video and it will take you right over to the coordinating blog post. You can see photos and then you can hop along to all the other blogs and see all the other projects. So today we're doing altered frames. You can see my video camera set up right there in the reflection. That's funny. So we're doing altered frames, and I'm going to show you a really fun Easter frame that I did. We're going to do some punch art today. So this frame, you can see I just got at IKEA, and I just use this frame a lot. I swap a lot of different things out of this frame. So it's real easy. You just take the back off, and then I always just let the glass fall out, and I set that aside so I don't forget that the back's off of that and the glass doesn't get broken. I'm going to set my frame aside, and what I've done is I've grabbed some designer paper from Stampin' Up. This is the quarter fancy designer paper, and I'm using this yellow side. And what I did is I just laid my glass down on this paper, and then I used my X-Acto knife and I just cut around it so that way it would fit perfectly. So I have that piece right here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better everything I'm doing. Then I have this piece of green, and this is wild wasabi, and I'm just going to take my scissors. These are my fringe scissors, and I'm just going to cut this, and you can just see you just cut it. I just do enough for the length of the frame. And this is gonna go right down here at the bottom. So what I can do now is I've left a little bit on the bottom. I'm just gonna take some snail adhesive and run that along the bottom. And then this is gonna go right to the very bottom. I want it to look like grass. Then I can pick this piece up and just snip the edge of it. The next thing I'm going to do is this bottom looks kind of unfinished because it's not snipped all the way to the bottom, and even though I wanted different levels of it being snipped, I don't really like this very bottom part. So a few things. Grab my wild wasabi ink. I'm going to get some of that ink right on my dauber. And then I'm going to ink the edges. The next thing we're going to do is use some yellow ribbon. I went back and forth with what color ribbon to use on this. I thought maybe the yellow might blend too much, and I actually liked the yellow better than I liked anything else. So then I'm just going to take another little piece, and I'm going to do a cheater method bow. Okay, so now I have the bow down there. So next we're going to do the punch art, and I'm going to do a bunny. I'm going to show you all the punches that I'm going to be using, but I've already punched everything out. So there's these three. These. I'll have directions up on my website, so if you want to make the bunny, you can go over there and get the directions. I just want to move this along so I have all my pieces already done. From the ornament punch, which I'm sorry to say is retired, we're going to snip the top of that part off. And then on one of these ears, here's the two ovals. On one of the ears, we're going to fold it back just like that. This is where it gets a little tricky. We're going to have to do some trimming. So what I like to do is just, I'm going to zoom way in so you guys can see. I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive right here to hold that down. I'm going to put my pink. I'm going to be doing some trimming of the white, so I'm really not worried about where exactly it's falling, if it's even or in the middle. On that little piece of the pink, I'm going to snip it off. I'm going to put some adhesive right here, fold that down. And then on these ovals, I'm just going to trim a little bit off. The oval is a little too thick and I don't like it that thick. And I didn't have a smaller oval. I'm just eyeballing it, and it's fine. It's supposed to look handmade. It's not supposed to be perfect. I'm totally fine with it not being exactly perfect. Okay. So now we have this part, and that is the head part. So now I can put a little bit of adhesive down here below. And then I can put his little face just like that, so it's starting to take shape. Just like that. So next I have these two pieces. This is going to be his little cheeks. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive right on this corner, and then I'm going to attach those together just like that. Then I can attach these down. I am going to be putting some items on pop dots, but these items I'm going to later draw on, so I don't want them on pop dots. So now I'm just going to take this little tiny circle punch, and I guess this is the only piece I didn't have. And then this piece is going to go on a pop dot. We're almost there, guys. That is gonna go like this. So we're starting to see him take shape. So now I just wanna draw his little whiskers. So I'm going to grab a writer marker. I'm gonna grab it in light pink, the lightest I have. Probably maybe would have looked better in black, but that's okay. Okay, now this piece is going to go, let me see, gotta zoom out a little bit again, guys. Okay, so this piece is gonna go here. Then we have this round circle, and we have this little piece. This is a round circle punch. This is from the Boho Blossoms punch. And this is gonna get a little bit of adhesive on the back, and it's gonna get put down just like that. And this is going to go behind him, and it's probably gonna go about right there. This piece is gonna be flat because the bunny is going to be popped up. So we put the bunny on here, and then we situate him on the back. And then now this piece can go on pop dots. And I put quite a few because he's got quite a few different layers, and then he's also going to be smushed down in a frame. Just like that. And then I'm going to grab my glue dots because I have these really cute little eyes, wiggly eyes, and they attach great with glue dots, so I don't have to mess with anything wet and make a big mess. Okay, next, this is the very last step we're going to do. I'm going to grab this stamp set. This is the Hello Lovely stamp set. I'm going to grab a scrap piece of Whisper White. Melon Mambo is going to be the color I use. And I'm going to take this Hello Lovely stamp. I'm going to stamp it, and then it actually coordinates with a punch, which I love. I'm gonna line that up. Punch that out. Grab some dimensionals. 2 should be enough. Put that on there, and then we can put our frame back together. So we'll put our glass in. We will put our bunny rabbit in. And then we want to make sure this portion of our frame is going to stand it upright, so we don't want to put that in upside down. And then I love these frames that just have the metal pieces that fold down, because even though there's some dimension in this frame with the bow, the metal pieces just make it very easy for it to stand up and to get this piece in there and still fold down. So then that's my frame with the bow and the bunny, and I'll set this out on my table as a little decoration, and then when summer comes or fall comes, I'll swap out my thing. And the great thing is you can keep this, and the next spring, next Easter, you can just swap it out and you don't have to purchase anything else or buy anything else or do it again. So thanks guys for coming by and checking out my project. I hope that you will hop along with us to all the other projects and see all the fun inspiration. So thanks guys, I'll talk to you later.